Lily's Hurts here. Back again. Basically, just gonna talk about what I did yesterday and today. And yeah, so yeah. Yesterday I had integration of basic clinical, and we talked about like how the class is going to run. It's basically integration is basically an extension of all your classes, but they go more clinical aspect of all of your classes. And the one we're doing is central nervous system, central and periphery. And yeah, we just talked about it. We introduced ourselves and was basically talking about the class. And I actually do need to prepare for that one. That's what I need to do for next week. Yeah, I had physiology, and we basically talked about homeostasis. Homeostasis is basically your process of regulation. It basically regulates living things. Regulate. Like they regulate temperature. They regulate eating. It basically keeps everything in balance. Your body is humans. We can naturally basically replenish ourselves. So like if we hurt ourselves, we can heal ourselves up. But we as doctors, we have to give support to our natural body's process of homeostasis. Mm-hmm. And that's what we talked about in physiology, that we basically give we're like the cheerleaders in the sense in a football game. We're the cheerleaders, the people in the stands supporting the football players, the football team, and the spectators and the cheerleaders. We're basically giving support so our natural body's homeostasis can regulate itself by the natural processes and that's what we talked about in physiology. That we don't cure, but we support, because our body has a natural healing process. And if that doesn't happen, it's the death. It is, yeah. Yeah. But we give support so that process can be basically doing its thing. So it can function to help you. And then I had immunology. Immunology is basically, we were talking about the mechanisms and functions of the immune system. We got into a little bit of the cell mediated, basically T cells, and basically antibodies, which are made by B leukocytes. It's also called a humoral. It goes through the blood system. Like it sends out its little antibodies through the bloodstream, and it goes to where it needs to go to kill the virus that's making you sick. In the T cells, they're going more through the cellular system. They look at each cell directly. And then when they find the one that they need to catch, they do its job and kill it. But both the B and T cells are specific, and they also do memory. So you basically, if you got sick with the same virus, you don't actually get sick. Like, you may have been affected, but you don't get the symptoms because your body already remembered what happened. Little kids need to get sick because they're actually trying to develop their immune system. And in that development, it needs to go to school. It needs to go to school to attack diseases. And the school is basically the environment. Environment, food. And it's like, a person that is not native of Mexico City, if they eat street food, like, they get the basically, revenge of Montezuma, or diarrhea, because their body is not used to the antigens, the pathogens inside, like, food of Mexico. Like, personally, me, I actually felt it. But now my body's accustomed to it. My body doesn't, like, it knows what to do. It goes for it. It's all good. It's all good. Because I eat a lot of street food. Because in my hostel, there's no kitchen. Actually, when I got home, when I was going home, I was going to the bus, and my friend actually gave me a ride. Thanks to my friend, thanks. Because it was actually a storm. There was a storm, tropical storm Franklin is actually, it went through Veracruz, but it also went into the path of Mexico City. But it hit Veracruz a lot more, but it was going towards Mexico City where I am. And yeah, so it was pretty wet today, so my friend gave me a ride. And yeah. So, and then what I did today was basically I went to class. I had pharmacology and physiology, and I didn't have surgery because my teacher canceled class because he